Hi everybody, it's me, Curry T, and in this video we're going to be talking about how to use your imagination to create massive change in your life, whatever it is that you're going through. So wherever you are right now in your life, maybe you're going through a particular difficulty at work or in relationships, or maybe you're feeling really low or down or depressed, or you're anxious, or you're going through a particularly difficult time, or there's something that you want to overcome and you don't know how you're going to overcome it. And there are times in life where it feels like everything can feel impossible. And I really know, I've really been there myself many times. And I remember particularly when I was younger and I had really awful anxiety. And I just couldn't imagine a version of me that was not anxious. I just couldn't imagine it. And I used to feel like, I know it's there. I know it's possible. I know that this version of me that's anxious and obsessive and depressed is not even me. I knew that, but I didn't know how to overcome what I was going through at the time. But I knew that I could. And so the first thing is knowing that whatever it is that you're going through, whatever you're trying to overcome, if it's in relationships, if it's financially, if it's in work, if it's any situation, right? You know what you're going through right now. Whatever it is that you're going through, if you can say to yourself, it is possible that I can overcome this. It's possible that I can come out of this completely victorious. Just the fact that it's a possibility can give you some sense of relief, right? The other thing that I often do with clients, when I'm working with one-to-one clients, one of the things that really kind of lifts people is when we say, I can't wait to see your email where you tell me how much better everything is now. I can't wait to receive a message from you or do another call with you, or for you to tell everyone how much better everything is now. I can't wait for you to tell me your success story about how you overcame this thing, this problem, this state that you're in now, whatever it is. And I think using your imagination to be able to pick moments, particularly painful moments, where you literally use it. You literally say, I'm going to use this moment in part of my success story. This moment right now that's so painful will be something that I remember, and I tell people how I overcame it despite that pain. So you use your imagination to imagine a version of you that has overcome this thing and that is looking back at you now and is able to say, yeah, that was really hard. And has compassion for the version of you that's struggling right now and feels so proud of you. Another thing that you can do, and I've talked about this with my Manifestation Masters, Conscious Creation Masters Academy, which is now open for enrollment. If anyone would like to book a 30-minute free call with me, we can talk about if that program is right for you. It's amazing. It's the best thing I've ever done. And it's 3 months, and there's lots more information on my website if you'd like to know more about that. So this thing that I told this group was about, say you're sitting down or lying down and you've had a really bad day, or you're struggling with an emotion and you're really in it, and maybe you're crying and it's heavy, right? And you're sitting there thinking, how am I going to overcome this? And you catch yourself in the rumination and in the thinking. And when you catch yourself, what you can do is you can stand up. Say I was sat here, right? I would stand up and go to the other side of the room and turn around and look at this place here where I was sat, and imagine that I'm still sat there. That version of me is going, I don't know what to do, and this feels impossible. And that version of me standing over there is the future version of me. And she is looking at this version of me and encouraging me. She's my future self. She's saying, I'm the future you, and I know that you get through this, right? So it's like you're imagining the future version of you looking at this place, this old spot where you were sat, and telling that version of you that everything's going to be okay and that you've overcome this. And it's kind of like a imaginal scene, and it's like living in the end, I suppose, where you're literally imagining you standing over there, having already overcome it, and telling this version of you that actually everything's fine. And it's really powerful. It's a really powerful technique. So try that and let me know how you get on. So if you're going through a relationship struggle or whatever it is, you can stand over there and say, hey, everything's amazing in your relationship now. You've overcome it. Everything that you were going through, it all makes sense now. And I'm happy. And I think if nothing else, this just makes you feel better. It just makes you feel better. It's a positive, encouraging thought to imagine that there is a version of you and a possibility that exists which you can imagine of you overcoming whatever it is that you're going through. And I've used this so many times, and I literally do use it every single time I'm ever going through anything. I imagine the version of me that is telling people how I overcame it. I imagine the version of me that might be doing a video about the thing that I overcame or whatever, or writing a book about it. Some things are really big things that are going to be someone else's survival guide one day. And you're going through that now, probably so that you can help someone else, so that you can become more resilient, because that's what this is all about, isn't it? You're not going through anything that you can't handle. Life gives us things that we can handle. So you're going through whatever you're going through because you're capable of overcoming it. And everything is working out completely in your favour and everything's going to be okay. And I know sometimes in these moments where you're like, but how? Honestly, if you sit there and try and work out how, you'll never figure out how. So don't try and work out how. Just trust that everything's going to unfold and the path is going to become clear. And that there is a version of you that's looking back at you now and saying, I'm so proud of you and I know that you've done this. And everything you're going through is going to make sense one day. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you'd like some one-to-one support, you can find all the information on my website. I will leave the link below and I'll see you in the next video.